everybody, my name's Ardendris, and welcome back to the DLC for Pitstop and Purgatory. I will remember you. Last time was basically the lock episode. So we went through all of his heart-to-heart scenes with Astrid, and went through all that, basically said goodbye. We talked about his dreams where we were... like, his one true dream at this point. It was very sweet and touching. Then we went through his duo scenes, and that was something else. He had this cool moment with Smiley, where, like, Smiley got some info from a friend who told him that his niece, who he died trying to get the medicine for, actually survived. And, like, went on with both of his nieces started a foundation to help people who went through hard times. And, yeah, that was a pretty nice scene. And, we had quite the scene with Locke and Ezrebeth. The last episode, the title for the last episode of this is Locke, What Did You Just Make Me Say? That's the scene. That's the scene why that episode is called that. So if you want to know what exactly was said, you can go back and watch that. It's near the end. Oh boy. I was remembering it, getting ready to come back into this. I was like, yep, I said that last time. But anyways, I think we're just going to jump back into things. I'm on the second page because I almost forgot to save before closing last time. And that would have been bad. So anyways, I think we've looked through everything. We've done all the duo dialogues, I think. It seems like no one's here. I should really go back to the party anyways. Okay, so we did Locke, Smiley, and Locke's Ezrebeth, and then we ended with Smiley and Ezrebeth, I think. And it was a weird conversation. But like Smiley's like, "You're a shadow. Are you like a fake shadow? Am I a fake shadow? Who's a fake shadow?" And then they drank. Yeah, that was the conversation, basically. Ezrebeth sort of let on to Smiley a little bit about her past, where she's like a gift from God, air quotes, that you can't actually see. But, yeah, I think we're gonna start with Smiley, then we're gonna go through Ezrebeth, and then we'll see from there. I'm just going to be recording the rest of this in one sitting. Depending on how long it goes, I'll split it into multiple episodes. But I think I'm just going to be going straight through from the end from right now. So, anyways, let's get into the whole Smiley conversation, shall we? Let's go. Astrid, there you are! You sure took your sweet time. I'm already at my, 5th bottle, I think. Didn't the guide say he was only giving us one? Maybe you should slow down a bit. You're right. After all, what if I get alcohol poisoning and die? Ha, gotcha. I'm already dead. It was a joke. And what a clever one at that. Right? So are you here for our date? You mean our deal? I don't remember what deal this was. Did like Smiley get us to promise to like spending some time with him, I think, or something like that, since it was going to be his last day? I don't quite remember. This was a few days ago at this point. That's what I said, wasn't it? I don't think so. Don't be so paranoid, Astrid. Actually, there's something I wanted to run by you. But not here, when everyone can hear. If this is you luring me away for a wedding proposal, I'll throw you out through the tunnel myself. Can you imagine Astrid just picking Smiley up by the scruff and just like, just like tossing him away, like, no, I'm done with you. No, it's just, I mean, let's just go, all right? Fine, but no funny business. I swear. And cuts in the emotional music? Okay. I wasn't sure how much of an actual heart-to-heart we were going to have with Smiley and Ezrebeth. It seems like we're going to get at least something touching. Alone with Astrid herself. I can't believe this is happening. I swear... Jeez, calm down. Can't a guy make a joke and crack a smile anymore, huh? No. Tough crowd. What did you want to talk to me about? I want to thank you. For what? I'm not stupid, you know. The others may or may not suspect it, but I know for a fact that you did this. This? Yes, this. How do you know everything? Turning all of us into better people, saving our souls, helping us get out of purgatory. Whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you... Please, Astrid, don't insult my intelligence. No one in purgatory knows more about others than I do. They always say, if you want information, go to Smiley. Who exactly says that? Shush! Smiley does. Smiley says go to Smiley for information. You might or might not get the truth. Probably not. But I think we're in truth-telling mode right now, so let's continue on. I've known myself and those other three for a long time. I don't know them all that well personally, but I do know what they're about, and what they've been suffering through. You mean to tell me that's just a coincidence? That's a little while after you arrive, everyone just turns a new leaf? Hardly. So I wanted you to tell me what's going on here, Astrid. I can't do that. So you admit it. Why can't you tell me? It's for your own safety. We're all adults here, Astrid. Maybe you should let us in on what's going on if it has to do with our safety. I'm sorry. I just can't. Look, I'm sorry if I'm coming on a bit strong here. I'm thankful. I've never felt better, and I'm sure that goes for the others too. But I understand, Smiley. I wish I could tell you more. Even saying this much might be dangerous. Please, Smiley. Can you promise me that you won't tell the others? I want a kiss. What? Kidding. Physical affection based on bribery is just messed up. At least he knows that much. That's plus points for Smiley right there. Good points for Smiley. Can I have a hug, though? You're my friend, Smiley. I can hug you whenever you want. I didn't realize that was an option. Yeah, well... Hey. My name is Jeremiah. What? I never considered that you even had a real name. Huh. You aren't the first one. But why are you telling me that? And why now? When else? Soon we'll be apart and never get to see each other again. And while I joke around a lot, I actually really do like you, Astrid. I've been thinking that in another life... I mean, if we get a second go at living, then maybe we could find each other, and you'd give me another chance. Smiley, I can't promise you that. After all, we don't even know what awaits us at the other side of the tunnel. And for that matter, I'm not leaving for a while yet. I figured. But I'm just saying, you know, just saying, if there's even the smallest shadow of a chance, I want you to know my real name. So you'll know it's me if I ever find you again. Alright, Jeremiah.
I'll keep my eyes open for you in another life.
I figured we would probably get voice acting in some point. That's all I'm asking for. No voice actor for Smiley? Okay. A chance, you know? But did I read that line or did I just get past it? Just in case. That's all I'm asking for. A chance, you know? Me not screwing things up by fooling you the first thing I do. That would definitely improve your chances. That person sure is lucky. Huh? Who does he mean? Locke? Rahel? Volumnius? Hmm. There's a point in every one of these. This one I will. I'll run through this one both times to see both good. See different outcomes. Let's go with Rahel first, I guess. I keep going Rahel's route first, so I guess I'll keep it the same. Yeah. You always seem like a weirdo, but I guess there must be something about her. I mean, since you like her so much. She's special to me. I know. Maybe one of those orbs of her can tell me how to improve my chances with the ladies. Just be yourself. That hasn't exactly helped me so far. Maybe you need to work on your personality a bit more then. Gah! You got me there. Anyway, I think our time together is about to come to an end. You're the only one here who knows my real name. I'd appreciate it if you kept it to yourself. Of course. And, thanks for everything. I really meant what I said, you know? I've never felt better. Whatever you did, I know that you did it for us. And we won't ever be able to repay you. Just being here now, today, that's payment enough. You're my friends. You don't owe me anything. Friends, huh? You friends often end up marrying each other? Smiley. 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 Please. Call me Jeremiah. Very well.
Jeremiah the Smiling Shadow? What can I possibly say about him? He made my first day in Purgatory difficult, but he redeemed himself eventually, revealing the lovable person behind that mask of trickery. Living with the guilt of having accidentally killed an innocent man, I can't imagine how hard that must have been for him. But he carried those feelings day after day, and now he's earned his freedom. I just hope he won't waste it. We'll meet again, Jeremiah. I don't know when or how, but I'm sure we will.
That's a sweet little send-off for Jeremiah. I'm gonna pop a save in here. This is like the canon timeline right now. But I do want to see what changes if I choose Locke. No, don't overwrite load. What happens if I choose Locke? I'm assuming like the end scene is still the same, but I'll get like a different middle bit, like a few lines differently in here. And yeah, I spent so much time getting on his case, but I guess there must be something about him. I mean, since you like him so much. He's special to me. I know. I need to ask him for pickup tips before getting out of here. Just be yourself. That hasn't exact. Okay, we're back to what was the same. Okay, so it's basically, since you like him, spend so much time getting out. This line is different. The line directly after you say who you think it is, he'll say yeah. He'll say this little line about them. So change him to her. She to he. I know. This line is different about getting pickup tips, and then from there it's exactly the same, I think. Looks it. Okay, so that's that. I'm curious how different Volumnius is, though. Like, he'll say, I don't even know who that is. Is that his name? I always knew there was someone out there that you liked. It's a long story. I bet. But aren't those stories that you that you invest more time in But aren't those stories that you invest more time in often the ones that end up being the most memorable? Sometimes. There you go. Anyway, I think our time together is about to come to an end. You're the only one here that knows my real name. Okay, there it is. So that one has more differences, but it's still basically the same, it looks like. I'm assuming nothing... Yeah, nothing in here else is different, and those were only 3 choices there. So, let's head back to the canon timeline. I was curious how that would change. I didn't check the different outcomes depending on if you go romance, friend, or blowing someone off there. Or romance, ambiguous, or friend zoning someone with Rahel and Locke. I didn't check those. I guess I can before we end off. I do have the save points in, but I'm not that pressed for doing them or whatever. So we have our send off for Rahel. We have our send off for Locke. We have our send off for Smiley, Jeremiah. I guess that just leaves Ezrebeth. So let's head into that too. Mean jokes. Yes. I just want you to know shit I love you. That's a lot of O's. Like, I kept clicking, and there kept being more. Had a bit too much to drink? Yes. But actually, no. I'm just trying out a new drunken accent. Was it convincing? Quite so. Hot darn. I've still got it. Definitely. Come to think of it, this is the first pleasant conversation I've had with you. Who knew that such a friendly person was hiding behind all the, bull garbage? Bull poop? Sure, let's go with that. It turns out that being nice actually isn't as overrated as I once thought. But hey, you can't blame me for feeling that way. If you knew what I've been through, I mean. Want to talk about it? Sure, why not? Last day in Purgatory and all. I guess I owe you, since you've always been nice to me, and I've been nothing but garbage-tastic in return. Please don't think of it like that. However, I'll gladly listen. I'm real good at that, you know? So I hear. Well, let's go somewhere a bit more private. This is for your ears only. Besides, that lock has been flirting with me all day. We're back to this? No. And it's getting a bit distracting, to be honest. This game? Has he really? Totally. Anyway, let's go. The whole Locke and Ezrebeth flirting thing, why does it keep coming back? No. Moving on. So, you want a drink before I start chattering? We could steal something from the cabinet. Some real good stuff in here. I'm fine, thank you. Besides, I don't think you should do anything that could anger the guide. How so? It's my last day here. What could he possibly do? He could put you in the box. No idea. We know about the box because of our shenanigans with time. But it's something we could legitimately learn? We're not gonna... No idea. I guess I'm just being cautious. No harm in that, I suppose. I probably should have been more cautious, too, when alive. But that ship has long since sailed, huh? Anyway, I'll refrain from stealing. Just this once. And just for you. I appreciate it. So, I forgot how hard it is to be serious. Or to get real, as the kids say. Just take it from the beginning. No stress. And also, it's impressive how many expressions you know for being so old. Oh, oh dang, that didn't come out right, not at all. I'm sorry. I didn't mean... It's fine. Let's just use that as a segue. I am old, as I told you. I didn't die until I hit my 70s. How did you die? Just from old age? That expression is so strange. Died from old age. It's not like the numbers on the calendar jump out and randomly kill you, is it? I mean, technically true. You don't technically die from old age. You die from complications from an old age, technically. Like, you don't just die when you hit 80. You die when you hit 80 and parts of your body start to slow down from degradation, I think. Is that how you say it? Is that the right word? From, like, getting to a progressing age. Like, you can stay healthy up until 100. There are, like, people who have lived well past 100. Like, 110, 120 years, I think, is the record or something like that. Anyways, I digress. Not only somewhat relevant to the conversation. Interesting mental image. It's always something that does you in. A disease or whatever. So why don't people say that? The common cold doesn't get to be credited for offing oldies. This conversation is taking a weird turn, Ezrebeth. Yeah. What I'm getting at is that I don't know exactly what ended me. I do know, however, that I died poor, dirty, and alone. Oh, You're sorry about it, I know. Yeah, well, I'm sorry about it too, obviously. Looking back on everything. But it was the logical conclusion to my life. You know that ability of mine, turning things into other things. When I was alive, I had similar abilities. Knowing secrets, being able to slightly alter objects, and more. Humans can do things like that? Apparently. I was shunned by my family and spent most of my life as an outcast, because they were afraid of me. Any chance I had to turn my situation around was a chance I never took, because I had been too badly hurt. I understand all that now, reflecting on things. How I constantly kept others away, hurting them, just to avoid more pain. Like a self-defense mechanism, you know? My family was rich and had high social standings. They couldn't risk anything hurting their good name. Even though I was next in line to inheriting everything, they gave it all to my youngest sister, and I ended up not having a penny to my name. I guess in my own way, I did try. I tried using the right words, even though they always felt wrong. Everything I did that I wanted to do was just an abomination in their eyes. Ezrebeth, It sounds like you didn't have much of a chance to begin with. And honestly, no matter what, nobody deserves to die alone like that. I used to tell myself exactly that. There's no use trying. What chance do I even have? Which is why I eventually gave up. But recently, I don't know. It's like something changed within me. Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. Sorry. And I see it so clearly now. That the chances were always there, right in front of me. I just wish I had someone in my life who could have helped me take them. I wish that for you too. But in the magnificent, infallible Casareche family, there were no such people to be found. I was hoping we'd get this scene. Where Ezrebeth would tell Astrid her family name. I see. Wait a moment. That took a second to process. Did you say Casareche? Yes, that's my family's name. Did you know someone named Volumnius? That rings a bell. Oh, yes, that's my sister's grandson. Little brat, but harmless enough. As far as Casareches go, anyway. So you did know him. He can't have been more than 10 years old the last time I saw him. That's incredible, to think that you two are related. What's he to you, then? We were together in life. All the way up to our deaths. Then he... Oh, he died that young. Yes. I remember that I used my abilities on him at one point. Nothing dangerous, just a way to connect with others, I suppose. At that time, I felt something strange about him. I had a vision of thick curtains permanently closing off the sun. It was disturbing, but I didn't realize it could have meant death. I'm saddened to hear about this. Isn't it interesting, though, how small the world is? Actually, multiple worlds. Me meeting you, his relative in the afterlife. Makes you think that everything is connected. Exactly. Darn, Astrid. You're just full of surprises, aren't you? You're one to talk. Listen, I appreciate you spending some time with me today. It felt good, sharing all this. Both my life and afterlife have been nothing but miserable. So getting out of here today is long overdue. I'm glad that I had the chance to spread at least some positivity around me before leaving. And I'm happy that you decided to tell me about yourself, finally. There's one last thing I have to tell you. Oh? No choices on this one, I just thought of that. Look, I don't exactly remember how I got to Purgatory, but I know something happened between my life and me ending up here. I'm pretty sure I was somewhere else for a while. And the guide told me once that I was a gift from God to him. No idea why God would see me as a gift of any kind, but if I were to guess, it's probably related to my abilities. You think that before coming here, you were with God? Yes. And while I don't remember anything specific, I always have trouble with that one. Specific. Ah. I get this terrible feeling inside when thinking about it. Yeah, I can definitely see. It's recommended to play the DLC after everything else, including Ezrebeth, so I can definitely see why. Whatever happened there, it was bad. You have to promise me, Astrid. You have to promise me that you don't trust what God tells you. If you ever meet, of course. I promise. Do not trust the guide, and do not trust, air quotes, God. Neither one of them are good people. Or, I guess they're not people in general, so, yeah. Neither of them is truly good or truly honest. I promise. I'll be careful. Good. You're like the daughter I never had. I wouldn't go that far. Just let me have this. Fine. Thank you for the warning, Mom. It was the least I could do. As I said, I'm glad to finally do something that didn't end up being complete rubbish. It's just a shame that it took me my whole life and afterlife to reach that point.
Better late than never.
Some of those random voice lines keep are like, I want to read this. Oh, there's voice. Never mind. Dawn straight. Can you leave me alone for a moment? Oh, sure. Are you going to steal from the cabinet after all? No. Oh, you. Our final goodbye to the...
Ezrebeth was a tortured soul, and for good reason. Having a bad life doesn't excuse your every action, but I feel for her. I do. Spending time with the friendly person that she always had the potential to be was a wonderful experience. If I ever find myself doubting what I'm doing here in Purgatory is worthwhile, this is one of the moments I will think back to. Never forget, Astrid, that you are making a difference.
And a proper goodbye to the family we didn't know we had here in Purgatory. I was curious if the guide was just going to pop up after that saying, "Are you done yet?" But no, this is the chance they'd give you for going to finish up on the duo dialogues. Now, at this point, I don't think anything would have changed. So many windows, not a good, yeah, that's the same. That's the same. This will just let us change the music. I'm feeling this hasn't changed. Yep, that's exactly the same. And this is actually exactly the same. Still a pretty funny joke, though. Why the guide is greater than God. With forward by the guide. Anyways, I think it's time to end off here. We're gonna send off our friends and then go through a ritual to become a deity. Come on, guide. Let's get things started. Are you just about ready to wrap up these ill-advised proceedings, Miss Braid? The point of no return. I think so. We've said our goodbyes to everyone. Yeah, I'm not going to go back and do the bad endings with Locke and Rahel. I don't want to see those, really. Those aren't high up on my priority list. I kind of want to just see these ending. I don't really care all that much about the achievements I'd get for the bad endings, so... I think so. The point of no return. Splendid. Then it is time for you to take your final farewell of this motley crew that you refer to as friends. Actually, what now? Can I just have a short moment before everything ends? You know, to prepare? You're really pushing the limits of my goodwill. But I shall once more relent. Purely based on the fact that you're invaluable. I want the following to be exceedingly clear. This is about your value, not your emotions. You don't have to say it like that. But fine. I understand. And thank you. Meanwhile, somewhere far away.
What a beautiful day.
Oh my god, I still love Rem.
Or is it?
Lil Remy can feel that something's not right. Or, am I just being paranoid? No. I know all the things. So if awesome, fantastic Remy feels it, then something must be weird. But that's not good, is it? Can it be that someone came here and left without me knowing who it was? I sensed him. After all, who else has the power to just randomly pop up in my domain like that? But there was someone else too. What is that little mischief-making brother of mine up to, huh? Trying to pull one over on Remy? Oh man, this is too much to handle. My beautiful head hurts from all the thinky thoughts. Oh my god, how are you a deity? Oh, I know. I need a fresh perspective. Hello, Vol.
What? Rem.
Hi, Avali.
Volley. It's better than dummy, I suppose. I don't remember a voice I gave you. It's better than dummy, I suppose.
Shut up and listen to me, boy.
Okay. was mean of little me. I'm just under a bit of stress, so I'm lashing out on ya. Can you find it in your heart to forgive this cute little creature? You know I would never do anything to hurt ya, don't ya? Don't you? I love you so, so much that it hurts, after all. It's, alright. Don't worry about it.
However, I am curious as to why you brought me here.
I don't think I've ever seen you spend time with anyone outside of the, simulations. Let's go like normal talking voice. Or like, sort of normal talking voice for Vol here. Let me level with ya, V. You are special. You keep saying that, but I can't agree. There's nothing special about me.
Tell me who I am.
Huh?
Say my name.
Rem?
No! My real name.
You're... God.
Bingo!
And now, knowing that, are you telling me that you think God is wrong? If God says that you're special, then you are. Do we understand each other now? Yes. I'm sorry, it's just that I'm not used to being put on a pedestal. The only time I've ever felt like I mattered at all to someone was...
Aww.
with her, I know. I'll never hear the end of that, will I? How's someone supposed to compete with a woman like that? Huh? Oh, nothing. I need your help, Volley. You think you can apply those big, strong hands to a little problem of Remy's? Oh, what? You want my help? Well, if you think I can be of assistance, I'm sure you can.
Aww.
You see, something's going on over in the playground. Children are being very unruly.
Huh.
And by playground, you mean... right. I haven't told you about that after all, have I?
Huh?
There's another place far away from here where the souls of dead humans gather. I thought they gathered here. Only the special ones. Like you, cutie. Cutie? My little body is full of love and power, but I can't handle every single spirit in the world, now can I? That's too much to ask of a sensitive little being like me. So I had to make a decision. I ended up drawing a big ol' line in the sand. But the kind of line that the ocean's waves can never undo. So, to tell you bluntly, most people aren't special. But they still need to go somewhere. And that's that. So, does that mean...
If she isn't here, then... Could Astrid be in this playground?
I started reading it before I clicked, because I wasn't even thinking about the fact that there wasn't a second quotation mark, so that wasn't the end of the quote. Really? Would you like to know the answer to that, V? Of course. More than anything. Alright then. Yes. She's there. What? Why haven't you told me about this before? Oh, but it's complicated. She's kept there against her will by a big scary meanie. That can't be. If she weren't, I would have instantly reunited the two of you, of course. Oh, I totally believe that one. So you see, there's nothing I can do. But you're God. You can't do anything, you can do anything, can't you? Even my powers have limits, as I've told you before. Quick second. This will probably be 2 parts. We're already going on 50, we're already over 45 minutes, and I don't think we're close to done yet, so guess I'll be splitting this. You believe me, don't ya? Haven't I always been nice to you, Volley?
I suppose you have.
And haven't I always given you what you want to make your days better and better?
You have.
And haven't I been a decent old god, like, overall?
You have.
Good. Then you know that I won't ever let you down. So, let's make a deal.
Huh.
A deal? What do you have in mind?
That is what I said, yes. Listen closely to me now, my dear special boy. As I said, there's something going on in that other place. Whatever it is, it smells real rotten, and the stench is getting to my poor little nostrils. I don't know what it is exactly, or how I'm going to solve it. And we can't have my brother finding out that I'm suspecting things. No, that's simply too much of a risky risk. But I do have a little plan, and that's where you come in. Help me solve this mean old riddle, and I'll give you what you want. I'll do anything in my power to reunite you with the big A. So, what do you say?
Yeah?
I'm still not sure what I could possibly do to aid you. But my answer is, of course, yes. I'll do anything for Astrid, without a moment's hesitation. And repaying you for your hospitality here in heaven, well, I consider that a major opportunity as well.
Fabulous. Then we should get started right away. There are many things I need to teach you if you're going to become my special little servant. Oh, of course. Vol is incredibly special to God, and Astrid's incredibly special to the guide. Perfect adversaries, yay. This is almost a Romeo and Juliet situation.
Huh.
Servant?
Yes, like you agreed.
I thought I was just going to... Shh.
Do you trust me, Vol?
Yes. I trust you, Rem.
Good boy.
I admit that I can sometimes be naive and idealistic to a fault, but I'm not stupid. I know that agreeing to Rem's proposal might turn out to be a mistake, but if it's about Astrid, then I won't hesitate. It's true that she's always treated me well, but there's just something that irks me. All that talk of loving humans betrays an obvious duality, a part of God that maybe only a fellow deity could even begin to understand. For better or worse, I trust her. And I think, no, I know that she'll come through for me.